All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 20. Four-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
Right there, 54 Mike.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Gun.
Mike 5-4. Not today,
Now Newton on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check it out, Reed.
Great.
45 the Mike.
Throwing again. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on third down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Shut up, Ready?
Ready.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
20.
Check Mike 45.
On 2nd and 7, Newton, open man is Samuel, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yo.
throwing is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Deidrin Sanat with a sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's put that team on a punt.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Tick, 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 tick.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
22. 80 weapons.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. 280.
56. Here we go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to air one out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's got a first down past the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, 82 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. K-Wad Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Get up.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
You don't see me. Get
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. play fake here on first down. Incomplete.
Ryan's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Right.
Check, 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 check.
Who draw quarters?
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Kill, 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 kill.
To throw again, Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Check, check. Fresno.
Free plans. Let him go.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it third down and 10.
Ready. 280.
From the shotgun, Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Panthers
Go,
make
go,
it first
go.
and 10
Let's go.
at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Hey.
Gun.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I'm coming.
Throwing again. Newton. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Pick it up. 51.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. His throw incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 78 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
To throw again, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Play action, Ryan. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Throwing again, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action with Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Freeman again. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, blue 80.
Right there, 56. I got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Ready, back 25.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Check. Ready, set up.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan caught by Sanu. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Here I come again.
To throw is Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 1st down, Freeman. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Freeman, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Colts who have scored to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready? 180?
Mike, 45.
All day, all day, all day.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, nice move in midfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Switch, switch, switch.
20.
45 the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready?
Mike, 45. Watch the slant. Check.
Wait.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
45. Mike, 45.
Great.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Not here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Watch a slap.
58.
Watch a slap. He's crazy.
Now Ryan on first down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Danny. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, 59, ready.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Ready, blue lady.
First and 10 at the 26.
61, jump.
Switch.
Protein spill.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go.
Hey, Tuesday. Check. Greystone, travel.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Tuesday. 51, jump! 25.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you. Check three.
Hey!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Falcons' 49-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off play action. Newton. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
To throw is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm coming after you.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
45. Mike, 45.
To the air again, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. K'Wan Short, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
We're at it. 52 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 54, top.
Here's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, sack 25.
Right there, 56.
All day.
Ryan to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3 from the gun. It's a run for Freeman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Freeman. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Olison. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready, sack 25.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Falcons, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.